Hello and welcome to my channel, Inner Light of Truth Tarot. My name's Denise and I do collective readings. They are timeless, so this could be your past, present, or future. Please use your discernment when watching my videos. I'm just going to jump into the energy, and I thank you for stopping by and supporting my channel. What is the message for the collective? Numerology. You're being called to interpret and convey messages of guidance and insight using numbers. So you could be good with numbers. Acupuncturist. You're being called to explore stimulating acupuncture points to encourage healing, to restore balance and energy flow. So you could be an acupuncturist. Coaching. You're being called to explore transformational mentorship to bring clarity and insight and healing for the growth and transformation. And I was going to say metamorphosis. So you could be transforming right now. These could be yours. They don't have to be. They're spirit gifts, spiritual gifts. I like to pull them to see what's out in the energy for this reading. Let's see. What's the message? What's the message? Yeah. Oops, that one fell on the floor. Medicine, man or woman, so you could be a healer. What is the message for the collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, message. Male or female, so you could be a different sex than you were in other lifetimes. Body dysmorphia is what I'm hearing. And it could be from the time of Atlantis. You're probably a different gender during that time. So let's just read medicine, man or woman. This card reveals your past lifetime as a healer. You brought this knowledge forward and is now embedded within your unconscious. This is why you have an instinctive knowledge of healing, as well as a natural healing gift. You drew this card to help you gain confidence as a healer. Perhaps you're considering taking classes or entering a healing profession. This card indicates that you have a soul connection to this topic. While there's never a guarantee of absolute success, you have a passion and a calling for healing that could form the basis for a successful practice. So you could be a healer, or you could be a light worker, could be a tarot reader, could be a doctor, could be a psychologist. You could be anything within the healing environment. So male and female. This card signifies that you've lived most of your lives as different gender than the one you embody in this lifetime. For example, you may now be living as a female while in most of your previous lifetimes you were a male. In such cases, gender confusion and even health issues are often related to the change of gender over lifetimes. Because for most of your lifetime, you've lived as the other sex. You may not feel comfortable in your own skin. If this is your first time as a woman, you may develop gynecological issues or even experience infertility. If this is your first lifetime as a man, you may not relate to traditional masculine roles. This card asks you to have compassion for yourself and trust that your soul is doing the best it can. Remember that your soul is the result of all of your past experiences. And then Atlantis. Let's see. Your lifetime in ancient Atlantis is affecting your current situation. You have soul memories of this idyllic civilization that offered every imaginable wonder. There's a longing for this utopia that you unconsciously remember, and which you know is possible in this world. Your soul also remembers the tragic ending of Atlantis, and you may have developed phobias about the ocean as a result. Although you love the sea, perhaps you prefer not to go swimming or sailing. You also recall how the majority of Atlanteans were peace-loving, with the exception of a few political leaders who misuse crystal power to the detriment of all. So you must be extra sensitive to issues related to political corruption in this lifetime. That's pretty unique. So these could be something from your past that you need to heal in the present in order to move on in the future. You'll know. Just use your discernment if these are yours. What is a message for the collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Warrior spirit. You're relentless. You're very committed. You take on challenges. You've mastered who you are in this life. You're very strong and capable. What's the message? Very strong and capable. Summoning your energy makes you feel like you don't have enough resources. Or maybe you think this. Maybe it could be financial, emotional, physical limitations that you feel you have right now, but you have to get out of them. You need to rein that in. And think of the now. Think that you're already abundant, that your abundance is already here, that you're living your authentic life. What's the message? Solitude. There's an owl here. You could be seeing owls or hearing owls. You're very wise. Right now you are spending time in solitude. You're getting to know your higher self, what your soul wants. And that's because you're speaking your truth. You took charge of your life. You don't care about the shame that people put on you, and you're listening to your higher self. You took the high road your entire life, and you step back and look at it and look at every situation, and that brought you grounding. There is going to be a resolution in your situation, so trust in yourself. You've already broken free. You have. You have broken free from the past. Just a message for the collective, Holy Spirit. Message for the collective, Holy Spirit. Soul anchor. Anchor your soul in stability. It will provide the strength and support you need. So you're bringing stability and balance into your life, and that's because you have a grounded foundation. You've been healing yourself. Spiritual evolution. Every awakening is a chance for spiritual evolution. Let transformation be your strength. Your soul's been growing every step that you've moved forward. You've been moving with huge leaps, and you have that universal wisdom that you're sharing with the world. And that's because your guardian angels are all around you. All your angels are showing you your way. What's the message? beyond boundaries. You've broken free from limitations. You've embraced that you have limited potential. You've expanded beyond the boundaries that you set in life, and you're stepping into what your true power is. You're limitless. You have all that potential. You've been spiritually liberated, and you're expanding your knowledge. Yeah, it's all destiny. The divine, it's all destiny, because the divine, the bottom of the deck is Rivers of Destiny, Divine Embrace, and Light of Truth. So you're trusting the flow of your destiny. You're allowing your destiny just to come. You're adapting to everything. You're taking that guidance from the universe and you're moving forward. You're opening yourself up to the universe's loving embrace. And that's because you have accepted who you are. You have a huge healing power. And then the light of truth. The light of truth dispels confusion. You have so much clarity and insight. You do. You trust with the wisdom that's within yourself, and you're illuminating your path. You're revealing what your wisdom is, and you have that inner knowing about yourself. It's beautiful. It's all about knowing who you are and where you want to go. What you allow into your life and what you don't want into your life anymore. Let's see. Wisdom. You have so much wisdom. Yeah. Inner dialogue with your higher self. You are. You've gone within. You've gone within and done that shadow work. You've walked through the dark canyons. You've discovered who you are. What is the message for the astral aegis? So wrap yourself in an astral aegis, allowing protective energies to shield and guide you. So you have guidance from your ancestors, your spirit guides, and your spirit team. The divine has embraced you. You're seeing through the illusions. Things are lighting up within your path. You're seeing through those illusions, through the negative stories that are out there. Celestial Symphony. Listen to the Celestial Symphony, where all the elements play a harmonious part in the cosmic orchestra. So you're using earth, wind, fire, water, and ether. You're grounded. You're very grounded, and you're using these energies. You know that they all have to be tapped into. Yeah. Breath of life. So you're embracing life with breath, the breath of air. You're invigorating your mind, body, and spirit. So every energy is out here. Earth, air, fire, and water, and ether. Because you're in alignment. You're in alignment right now. What is the message, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels? Message for the collective. Yes, what is the message for the collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Angel, oh. So a lot fell out here. Let's see what the story tells. So, healing. You need to look at the issues. There's a deeper meaning. Step back and look at the broader picture, because you're still healing. You're very independent. You could be very creative and expressive. but you're a mystery. Just remember, the universe says that things are going to resolve in your life. You're going to receive a fresh start. You're cleansing your energy right now. You're not making impulsive decisions any longer. Yeah. Somebody in your energy does want you to face hardships. And, you know, that energy's been out here for so long. Yeah. Let's see. What's the message for the collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit. Message. So you're clearing old energies. You're debunking all those stories that are out there. You're detoxing and letting go of toxic relationships. You're learning how to communicate, or you're getting better at communicating your needs. You're clearing the air and you're listening to yourself. You're speaking your truth. And along the way, you've had to forgive. You know, you've had to forgive yourself. You've had to forgive other people in your life. You've released all those toxic energies. You said enough is enough, and that's your choice. You're very compassionate and you're living authentically, and that's because the insights are within you. The desires you want are coming. You just need to follow your heart. You're grounded, and the universe is saying go for it because you're inspiration to others. What is the message? Open up. So you may have to open up to the universe for your miracles to come in and learn how to create, because the universe says you're grounded right now. You've been staying in the present and you've been giving to others, so right now it's time to step back so your fresh start comes in. You may need to pivot and reassess something to let it go. Yeah. There's something you may need to expand on. What's the message for the collective? That one just kind of slipped out, so I'm going to start over. What is the message for the collective? Message. Oops. So, your higher wisdom's here. You're expanding your horizon. You realize that you're the hidden key. You're the piece that was missing in the puzzle. And it's not your fault that they didn't see that you were the missing piece to everybody's puzzle. Yeah. You could be this mirror that's reflecting back on people. Because you seek solace in the quiet moments. You find your answers in the quiet moments. You dove deep in the valley of shadows. You have so many opportunities out there. You're transforming and you're releasing old energies. Answers are starting to unfold because you're very committed. You're very committed to your spiritual path. What's the message? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. So you have evidence. You have evidence of some type of infidelity, some type of cheating or betrayal that somebody did. Yeah. Somebody hurt you really bad. And it doesn't really have to be with the relationship. It could be on your job. Yeah, you said bye, Felicia. You said thank you next. You're just leaving. You're not caring what happens. You have your boundaries up right now. You may have cut people off. You may have ghosted them. Yeah. You have a lucky break. This person in your energy is very toxic, whoever they are. What's the message for the collective? Strength. So you have a lot of courage and confidence. You have inner power. Queen of Swords. You're honest and fair to people, but you can be very cutthroat. You're very truthful. You're independent. Yeah. The number 8 could mean something to you. You look past the illusions and the confusion. The number 18, 818, so August 18th could mean something to you. There's air out here. There's uncertainty of what's coming next, but you have strong boundaries, and you're very committed to your spiritual path. You are. You're detached from all the gossip about you and these toxic people. You're detached from them. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What else? What else? Someone in your energy is very insecure. You said game's over, and this person is very envious of you. You threw out the trash. Yeah, this person made they made wrong choices. They never kept a promise to you. And you said thank you next. You're just not having it anymore. What's the message for the collective? What is the message for the collective? Message for the collective. Message for the collective. What is the message for the collective? Oops. So, I'm not taking these two. I'm being guided to take Compass, which is the number 1 card. So, Compass. Curiosity, stillness, and trust. A compass resting in your hand spins its needle using the Earth's magnetic pull. It shows the direction you are facing, which gives a sense of where you are and where you are going. This compass feels magical in the way its needle moves with no effort, and yet it also grounding you to the earth. Similar to a physical compass you might hold, there is also a compass within you. It is not something that can be seen or touched, rather it can be felt. The inner compass is often called your intuition. This navigational system is asking you to heed its messages. In order to listen, you must first be willing to be curious. It is difficult to access this tool when you are skeptical, unsure, critical, or in denial. Even if you have worked with your intuition for years, there are always new levels of listening to be achieved. When you are genuinely curious and open about what your inner guidance might tell you, that is when the door within is unlocked. Next, you must find silence. Listen to your intuition. Does not require sitting in meditation for hours on end. A knowing, a feeling, a thought might come to you within seconds, or it might come later in an unexpected moment. You might not hear it, though, if you cannot quiet your mind. Meditation is a wonderful practice for many reasons, but it helps most with creating the ability to listen within. When you have trained your mind to slow down, it will be like muscle memory when you need to access it quickly. The final step is to trust. Whatever feelings, thoughts, or sense of knowing come to you first are often the inner compass speaking. It is supremely important to trust that knee-jerk reaction you had, because the ego wants you to second-guess yourself. Let go of the urge to question whether the message is real. Your inner compass does not speak in a booming voice because it asks you to trust. Picture your unique compass in your mind as you seek with clarity, stillness, and trust. And reminder, you were born with an inner compass to guide you. It's time to listen. So listen to your inner compass. The universe is saying listen to it. It's giving you messages. What's the message? What is the message? What angel numbers for this reading? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, angel numbers. What is the angel numbers for this reading? Holy Spirit. 1111. Wishes come true. Moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, gateway, and taking action. You're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience, new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. A message. 1616. Readjustments, overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance, affection, support, and comfort. Your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. On the horizon is the possibility of beginning a new romantic or platonic friendship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with a person from one's past. Everything will fall into place. Just like a puzzle piece. Six, 666. Reflect. Love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift toward greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. What's the message, Holy Spirit? What is the message, Holy Spirit? What is the message, Holy Spirit? You will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did. For you to receive better and greater. It's all adding up in your favor. Trust the process and how things are unfolding for you. Oops, that one fell. If you didn't get something you really wanted at this time, if you feel stuck or feel like things are not going according to your plans, know that something bigger and better is coming. It's something filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you're asking for now. And if you find yourself constantly seeing reoccurring numbers or words, it's a sign that you are being supported, cared for, and divinely protected by the universe. Beautiful things are about to happen to you. This is a beautiful reading. I thank you for stopping by and supporting me and my channel. I hope you come back again soon. Thanks again and have a great day.